So J.W. Logan had escaped from slavery, and his former mistress wrote to him and said, you come back or you pay me for you. You pay me for the loss that I'm taking because you're not here. And he wrote to her in this abolitionist newspaper called The Liberator, and he said, Mrs. Sarah Logue, you say you have offers to buy me and that you shall sell me if I do not send you $1,000. And in the same breath and almost in the same sentence you say, you know we raised you as we did our own children. Woman, did you raise your own children for the market? Did you raise them for the whipping post? Did you raise them to be driven off, bound to a coffle in chains? Shame on you. But you say I am a thief because I took the old mare along with me. Have you got to learn that I had a better right to the old mare, as you call her, than Manasseh Logue had to me? Is it a greater sin for me to steal his horse than it was for him to rob my mother's cradle and steal me? Have you got to learn that human rights are mutual and reciprocal, and if you take my liberty and my life, you forfeit your own liberty and life? Before God and high heaven, is there a law for one man which is not a law for every other man? If you or any other speculator on my body and rights wish to know how I regard my rights, they need but come here and lay their hands on me to enslave me. We're going to end this video with a speech that was given by Frederick Douglass on 4th of July, 1852. He said, fellow citizens, pardon me and allow me to ask why I am called upon to speak here today. What have I or those I represent to do with your national independence? Are the great principles of political freedom and of natural justice embodied in that Declaration of Independence and extended to us? And am I therefore called upon to bring our humble offering to the national altar and to confess the benefits and express devout gratitude for the blessings resulting from your independence to us? What to the American slave is your 4th of July? I answer, a day that reveals to him more than all other days of the year the gross injustice and cruelty to which he is the constant victim. To him your celebration is a sham, your boasted liberty an unholy license, your national greatness swelling vanity. Your sounds of rejoicing are empty and heartless, your denunciation of tyrants brass-fronted impudence, your shouts of liberty and equality hollow mockery. Your prayers and hymns, your sermons and thanksgivings with all of your religious parade and solemnity are to him mere bombast, fraud, deception, impiety, and hypocrisy, a thin veil to cover up crimes which would disgrace a nation of savages. There is not a nation of the earth guilty of practices more shocking and bloody than are the people of these United States at this very hour. Go where you may, search where you will, roam through the monarchies and despotisms of the old world, travel through South America, search out every abuse, and when you have found the last, lay your facts by the side of the everyday practices of this nation, and you will see with me that for revolting barbarity and shameless hypocrisy, America reigns without a rival. What to the American slave is your 4th of July? All right, that's where we're going to conclude part 1. Tomorrow I will post part 2. The next section is really gonna get into the intentions of Abraham Lincoln and just how motivated the Union was by money, how little they actually cared about Black people. And, you know, at the end of the day, Black people were freed because it coincided with an interest that the Union had. There was a movement towards abolition, and that was used to propel the momentum to get people to believe that the Civil War was necessary. But as we're gonna see, the Civil War and all of the pretext for it and Abraham Lincoln, all these motherfuckers were not what we were told. So let me know what you think about this chapter so far, and yeah, we're gonna continue on tomorrow.